there, it's Ashton. Welcome to the fourth week of this free manifestation coaching. Our last training was kind of a longer one. We had two longer videos, and in this one we're going to keep it short. I just kind of want to summarize what we've been doing so far this first month and give you a little taste of what we're going to be moving into in the second month. So the first video we started this training out with, we talked about laying the proper foundation or working on the fundamentals, and that's exactly what we've been doing this month. We've just began to kind of break the ice in your mind. We're starting to break some of these old habits that are not serving us and instill these newer habits that are going to maintain and kind of be the foundation upon which your mind is able to practice some of the more advanced techniques that we're going to get into throughout later in this training. So in the last video, we took a big step, and I encouraged you, after you're done thinking positively about things that make you happy, to spend 1 minute just thinking about nothing at all, just being silent. And this is a really huge step. Mental silence, aside from being one of the most powerful things you can do to tap into your ability to manifest your goals and dreams, is also one of the most powerful things you can do for your life in general. Whether you're trying to enhance your spirituality, explore yourself, tap into any sort of latent spiritual psychic abilities, or just draw upon your ability to manifest. You know, they say that only about 2% of the mind is engaged when you are engulfed in your five senses or in your inner dialogue. People say about 98% of your mind is silent. And when you think about it that way, it kind of explains why human beings at this point in time are so out of touch with spirituality, with intuition, with their true identity. You know, we've taken this little hair sliver of our experience and we've focused in on it and have now become convinced that this is the only reality there is. And when you begin to learn to silence your mind, you begin to realize that there's an entire world of exploration of yourself that you have to discover. So, like I said in the last video, your mind has been programmed and conditioned since the day you were born to never be silent. It's always seeking outwards, it's always analyzing, it's always thinking to itself. You've got this constant inner dialogue running. You might notice as you begin to play with this inner silence that the dialogue is almost automatic. You know, we identify with it so much as, you know, we trick ourselves into thinking that this is us, this inner dialogue is us, we're the ones generating these thoughts. The reality is most of your inner dialogue runs on autopilot. And the other reality is that much of this autopilot inner dialogue is incredibly redundant. The more aware you become of it, the more you see how predictable it is. So this is a huge step, and we're going to increase the time that we've been spending in silence. We're going to take a big step from 1 minute all the way to 2 minutes. We're going to take it gradually because, again, this is hard and we want to work on it gradually. There's no point in forcing yourself to try to silence your mind longer than you're able to. It just makes it hard for you. It doesn't really have any benefits. So we're going to take it gradually. So the only thing I'm asking you to do in this video is to increase that 1 minute of inner silence to 2 minutes of inner silence. And to summarize everything else we've been doing, we started out the month spending 10-15 minutes listening to your audio, falling into that deeper brainwave state, and then remembering positive events from your past. This is an essential exercise that recontextualizes your life and the way your brain feels about your past. Throughout the month, we moved that to, you can still focus on your past, but you can also think about anything that makes you happy. And this is something I recommend you keep all throughout this training and for the rest of your life. Take about 10 minutes every day to just think about stuff that makes you happy. Again, this is essential to being able to manifest anything positive in your life. So continue to do that. Listen to your audio, spend 10-15 minutes thinking about things that only make you happy. Once you're done with that, now spend 2 minutes in inner silence. And on top of that, I also taught you the emotional freedom technique. And I want you to continue using that anytime it's useful. Anytime you feel a strong negative emotion, anytime you might remember something from the past, whether it's the distant past or the just yesterday past, use the emotional freedom technique to disengage the emotional charge of that whole reaction. So continue working on these. Again, these are kind of the foundation of everything else we're going to be learning. In the next video, we're going to start on a new foot. I'm going to teach you kind of a more systematical way that you can use the emotional freedom technique, not just on a day-to-day basis, but in a step-by-step way that can really help you reclaim a huge amount of energy that you can refocus to start manifesting your dreams. We're going to clear away a lot of blocks in the next month. And by the end of next month, I think you're going to feel like a brand new person. So I'm also going to share a few other really powerful techniques, and we're going to continue along. We've got some really exciting stuff for you to continue to learn with this. So one thing I would ask you now that we're at this point is, if you have any comments or feedback for me, please feel free to contact me and let me know, or leave a comment below on the page. I'd love to know if you're enjoying this. I'd love to know if there's something I could do to improve what you're learning so far. If you have any burning questions, or if there's anything I might have left out that you'd like me to elaborate further upon. In the next video, I'd really love to have some of you guys' feedback. We can go through some of the comments and questions you've left, and hopefully kind of clarify everything we've been through so far, so we can start the next month off with that much more power. So again, feel free to email me at any time. Feel free to comment. I'll make sure to ping you back. And I do hope you're having fun so far. I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.